Hello everyone, my name is Daniella Piper and I work for the New York Power Authority, also known as NYPA. For those of you who may not know us, NYPA is the largest state-owned electric utility in North America. We're the company that generates the electricity that runs the trains in New York City and keeps the lights on in your schools. I'm proud to say that 80% of the power NYPA generates is produced using clean, renewable hydro power. That's good news for the environment and everyone here. I recently took on the role of Regional Manager of Western New York, where I oversee operations at NYPA's largest hydropower plant, the Niagara Power Project. I'm also NYPA's Chief Transformation Officer, assisting the company and New York State in the rapid transition to what will soon be the new normal, electricity that will harness renewable energy in its many forms, from hydro to wind to solar power, in order to reduce the potential impacts of climate change. It's an exciting time, and I want to tell you a little bit about my journey and how I got to where I am today. Firstly, though, I want to thank New York Sunworks for inviting me to the 2021 conference. I also want to congratulate all of you, students who are urban farmers and gardeners, for the incredible work you are doing in your classrooms. It is great to be here, and I want you to know that, like many of you, I am absolutely passionate about gardening and food production. One of the things I enjoy most is cultivating my own plants. Now, everyone has a story, and mine begins in a rural village in Trinidad and Tobago, which is in the Caribbean. My family always had a vegetable garden close to our home, and a much bigger garden where we would plant crops like rice, corn, and peas. I remember helping my grandmother plant and grow vegetables and fruits that I loved. My memories of being on the farm imprinted on me a love for the earth and a fascination with how things grow. My grandmother also showed me how our work on the farm was rewarded with the food my family ate every day. She gave me a strong work ethic and the understanding that you have to work hard in every aspect of your life to achieve your goals. Now, my mother worked full-time as a school teacher. From my earliest childhood, she nurtured my sense of curiosity and instilled in me a love of learning. While I didn't know it at the time, these are two essential skills for being a successful engineer. My mother also taught me how to listen and be compassionate and to never compromise my integrity. My father was an electrician, and I would follow him around our house as he worked on different projects. Being inquisitive and curious could have been a little annoying, but even as a child, I wanted to know how everything worked. I still do. So, looking back, I realized I've been on the path to a career in electrical engineering since I was little without even knowing it. After I finished high school in Trinidad, I decided to do a 2-year electrical engineering degree. I was intrigued by engineering, but I was concerned that my math and science skills weren't strong enough. My first challenge was to change my thinking. Thanks in part to my mother and grandmother, I knew that I could overcome any shortcoming if I believed I could and if I worked and studied really hard. Nothing comes easy. It's all hard work, but the prize is worth it. In the beginning, I struggled with some classes, but I sought help from my fellow students, my professors, and counselors. As a result, my confidence grew, and I embraced a course of study that has given me a career and opportunities I could have only dreamed about as a young student. So one piece of advice I would give to you as you begin to think about your future is believe in yourself. Be curious. Ask questions. Don't be afraid to fail. We all do. In engineering, failure is essential to finding solutions. With each failure, we learn something and try a different path to achieve the right result. Reach out to others for help or advice when you don't know what the next step should be. Now, after graduating from my 2-year degree, I worked in the electrical department of a construction company for 2 years. That was a very exciting time for me. But during that time, I realized that there would be a limited number of opportunities for me to advance my career in Trinidad. This shaped my decision to move to the States to further my education and position myself for advancing my career. A friend of my mother, who also taught me in grade school, worked at the City University of New York, the City College campus to be exact. I also had one cousin in New York City, so that was it. My decision was made. Things could not have worked out better for me, as the City College of New York has a long history of welcoming immigrants to the college. It allowed me to meet students from all over the world who shared the same dreams I had. We came from similar backgrounds and wanted the best education so that we could have access to better opportunities to help support our families. While attending school, to support myself, I worked as a caretaker for an elderly gentleman to help pay my tuition. He was a special person, a Holocaust survivor. Balancing work and challenging classes was tough, but I had very supportive teachers and mentors along the way, and I was determined to succeed. My success would allow my family to live a better life, and I would have the chance to help and encourage other young women, first-generation college students, immigrants, and students of color. Now, I came to NYPA in 2017 as a developmental intern in the electrical engineering department. Little did I know then that NYPA would support me as I pursued 2 master's programs in electrical and construction engineering and help me earn my license as a professional engineer. More than that, I have been given tremendous opportunities to grow within NYPA. Prior to my current position, I was Chief of Staff to NYPA's CEO. In that position, I helped author NYPA's Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion program. Our program is designed to enhance the creativity and positive outcomes that come when people of different backgrounds all have a seat at the table and can equally contribute to our organization's success. I have not always been in the boardroom. I have spent much of my career in a hard hat and safety shoes out in the field as a project manager and engineer. I've worked with teams from many disciplines, including engineering, purchasing, health and safety, maintenance, and construction management, on upgrading our existing electrical equipment to extend the life of our assets, which are more than 60 years old in some cases. While my role at NYPA has been varied, I've been mindful to build on each opportunity to take the next step in my career. The key is to learn continuously and build strong relationships that will prepare you for opportunities that will inevitably come your way. It is up to you to always do the best you can and be open to new opportunities. You will find that you will become surrounded by a strong network of teachers, counselors, and friends who will support and encourage you as you encounter challenges along the way. My last piece of advice I would like to offer is that you, and only you, are the author of your life. Every significant thing that will happen to you, good and bad, are individual chapters of the book you are writing. Taken all together, they become your unique story. Like every good book, your life will have unexpected twists and turns. But if you remain true to your values, you might be surprised at the ending. So keep your eye on the prize. Continue to be a student for the rest of your life. Seek knowledge and ask yourselves, how can I make my family, friends, or even a stranger's life just a little bit better every day? Thank you.